Welcome to the city. I had a dream. Yes, a dream. A dream about long ago. When I awoke, Father was gone. I still have Father. I must wait for him. I have no other memories, and I don't even know who or what I am. But this doesn't sadden me. He had left a note for me at the mansion. It had a number of rules written on it. Never leave this mansion. I will come back for you, I promise. That was a lie. Lastly, it said this. You must never break these rules no matter what. If you do, nothing but misfortune will come because you are a monster. But I broke those rules. That's what caused this to happen. People chased me, called me a monster. That's just awful. Thanks, Dad. I have even brought misfortune down upon those who have accepted me and tried to love me. And since then, I have kept myself shut in that room for a long, long time. Man, this is sad. Because I am a monster. Until the day I die, I must sit right here and wait for Father to return. That is what I believed. The sound of birds chirping slowly rises me from my dream into consciousness. I feel a gentle breeze blowing. I'm not in that room anymore, that comforting yet lonely cradle. It comes back to me. Lupin took me away. I open my eyes to see a field of grass, stretching as far as the eye can see.
You, やっと起きたな。なんだよ、目ん玉パチクリしてよ。
I don't know, probably because I've never woken up outside of that room before. Or at least in a while, it seemed like.
さては俺がいい男すぎて驚いたか
Okay.
安心しな、それは当たり前の反応だ。
I
俺なん
can't
て
roll my
鏡見
eyes
るたびに
enough,
驚いて
buddy.
るぜ。うお、この鏡の向こうのいい男は何者だってな。
It's not that.
おう、冗談が通じねえな。じゃあ、何をそんなに呆然としてんだ？まさか昨日。
I woke up and you were right in my face. It was something of a shock. You were too close. You're dressed differently, too. That was a little unexpected. You look like a different person.
そいつは結構。俺はお前を驚かせたかったんだからな。
You did? Why?
そんなの決まってるじゃねえか。悲しんでるのと無表情以外の顔が見たかったからだよ。
Stop being... And why is that?
これから長い付き合いになるんだぜ。相手のことを知りたいって思うのは普通じゃねえか。
Maybe. What do you mean?
質問が多いお嬢さんだね。それは。そうだ。まずは飯にしようぜ。
Lupin lays a cloth down over the grass and places a basket on it.
と言っても、昨夜の夜食用だからな。冷めちまってるが。ま、腹が減ってりゃ何でもうまいだろう。
I guess. Lupin places a sunny side up egg on a piece of toast and hands it to me.
どうした？食わないのか？
I haven't shared a meal with another person in a while. It's all so new.
ああ、そうか。お前、ずっと一人で暮らしてたのか。
Wait, if she's been sitting there, has she just not eaten all this time?
別に礼儀作法が必要なわけでもねえ。心の赴くままに食べりゃいいのさ。お、仕事の後の飯はうめえ。
He takes a bite of his toast, then looks over at me. He tilts his head, as if noticing something for the first time.
で、お前、食事とか大丈夫か？
Yes, I can eat. I bring the toast up to my mouth and take a bite. Chewing, swallowing.
おお、マジだ、すげえ。口の中は物が溶けたりしないのか？
I shrug. It starts to become mushy right away.
おう、
Never mind, it
どう
does.
か。
I figured it would, like, her poison would only work on, like, living things. I mean, technically. but I can taste it, and it's very good. I feel the flavor spread through my mouth.
そうかい。そんならよかった。インピーってやつが仲間にいてよ。パン生地こねるところから始めんだ。
Nice.
いろいろと隠し味があるらしい。
Oh no. After one bite, I couldn't stop. I had forgotten what it is like to eat for so long, and delicious food is a way of bringing happiness. She literally doesn't have to eat. Oh my god.
うまいかカルディア。口の中を空にしてから喋れよ。
I swallow my current mouthful and ask again. How do you know my name?
そりゃわかるさ。今回の俺のターゲットは他の誰でもなくお前自身。
Study up. How did you find out about me?
イギリス政府の極秘資料をちょっとばかり盗み出してな。
The British government is the style of rule of the country of Britain. The organization with legislative and administrative duties within the constitutional monarchy of the UK. It has little influence over the power of the monarch Victoria. Oh, fuck, that's right. Though the Magna Carta should already exist, so they should have certain checks over the monarchy.
そう。
Procure?
俺に盗めねえもんはねえってことさ。どんな財宝も、どんな情報もな。
Well, aren't you special? Why did the government have information about me in secret files? It's just one of my many questions I have, but I need to know about this man. So you're really a thief?
そこは頭に王をつけてほしいところだな。
Oh my god. An amazing thief.
そう、その通り。アルセーヌ・ルパン。後世に名を轟かす予定の大泥棒にして大盗賊だ。
I wonder what the difference is between a thief and a robber. Isn't stealing bad? Yes.
そりゃあ、まあ、基本的にはな。だが、俺は正義の泥棒だから問題なしだ。
Thief and justice seem to be a contradiction.
魅力的な男ってのはいつだって
No.
矛盾を抱えて生きてるもんなんだぜ。
You're dumb. Stop. His answer doesn't really make sense to me, but I nod and turn my attention back to my food. Sitting here in the warm sunlight, the meal becomes enchanting. The taste of the egg, with Lupin's cherry voice, is somehow very soothing. Once I collect my thoughts, I take a better look at Lupin as he eats his egg on toast. I have another question.
どうしてそんなにいい男
Oh
なの
my.
かね。その謎だけは
Stop.
この俺にも解けねえな。
Every time. That's the second time we've had this conversation. This man, it's amazing how much confidence he has. That's not it. Those men, the ones from yesterday, where were they trying to take me?
ちょっと待ってな。
Oh my.
じゃあ、まあ一度にあんま話しても頭に入んねえだろうし、簡単にな。
You want the lore dump now or later?
まず、お前をさらおうとした連中の目的だが、奴らの狙いはホロロギウムだ。
The what? Horowodium? Lupin becomes very serious.
永久機関さ。永遠に脈打つハート。永遠に膨大なエネルギーを作り出すことのできると言われる宝石。それがホロロギウムだ。
Okay. What does that have to do with
現
anything?
在の科学では到底作り出すことのできないその宝石を一人の天才が作り出したと。政府の機密書類にはそう書かれてた。
Is the meme gonna be that she is that?
家庭も理由もわからねえが、その天才は自らの娘の体に宝石を埋め
Yeah,
込
there
む。
you go. His daughter. You mean
カルディア、お前のことさ。
I don't know anything about my father. Do you know him, Lupin? I stare at him in surprise, and he looks back at me with some surprise as well.
そんなの当然じゃねえか。 イギリスに住んでるやつなら、いや、世界中の人間が知ってるぜ。むしろ、なんでお前が知らねえんだよ。実の父親だろ？
Yeah, okay, he was a little bit of a dick. I can only remember 2 years of my life.
2年
Yes. I woke up in that mansion 2 years ago. All I knew was that I had to wait there. That father would come for me. He didn't. And yet I broke the rules that he laid down for me once in the past. I still regret it. Lupin looks at me questioningly, and I speak up again. Even though I don't remember much, I do know some things. I read the books that were in the mansion, but...
なるほど。外の事情はよく分かってないと。知識があっても常識がねえってわけか。
Basically. I was waiting for father all that time. He's the only thing I have. Please, Lupin. I want to know more about my father. He looks at me for a while, then nods.
分かった。ひとまずざっくりと説明してやるよ。どうせ知らなきゃことは進まねえんだからな。まず第一に、お前の父親はアイザック・ベックフォードって科学者だ。
Nope.
この名前、聞き覚えあるか？
The main character's father, a scientific genius who is said to have changed the world, he suddenly disappeared one day. His current whereabouts are unknown. I shake
イ
my
ギ
head.
リスの、いや、世界の歴史を変えた科学者。現代のプロメテウスとも呼ばれた男でね。
Well, isn't he special? Prometheus?
ギリシャ神話で人類に火を与えた神の名さ。アイザックは現代社会にそれだけの大変革をもたらしたってこったな。
Revolution of Society. I think I read about that in a book. Was it called the Neo Steam Engine? One of Isaac's inventions, this machine pulled the United Kingdom into an unparalleled era of technological progress and military expansion.
お、知ってたか？
They didn't need the steam engine for that.
その蒸気エネルギーの保存を可能にした発明により、アイザックはイギリスを発明と軍拡の時代へと誘った。英国の軍事技術顧問となったアイザックは、強力な新兵器を数々開発するとともに、気候都市ロンドンの建設に着手するも、
The capital city of England, this city was redesigned by the scientific Isaac into a massive metropolis. It is the culmination of British military and industrial might, and boasts the greatest defensive capabilities in the
ロン
world.
ドンの完成を見ることなく、自らの地位を公認に託した後、ある日から忽然と姿を消した。
This all seems like a story about a faraway land and doesn't sound real. Well, considering you're his daughter, yeah, it would seem surreal. That man really is my father?
ああ、俺の入手した情報によればそうなってる。お前の方で何か思い出せることはないか？
I shake my head. Lupin seems a little disappointed, but sighs.
とにかく、英国軍の連中はホロロギウムを回収するためにお前の屋敷に来た。理由はまあ、ろくなもんじゃねえようだがな。
Of course.
すべての背後にあるのはアイザックの意志だろう。
My father's will.
そこで、華麗なる泥棒紳士であるこの者は、
Calm
連れて行かれるお前
down.
を横からかっさらおうと考えたわけだ。
You have to work your way up to that. All this information is flooding into my head and I feel a little dizzy. I must look very serious because Lupin smiles as if to lighten the mood.
まあ、いきなりいろいろ話しても理解できねえだろ。また機会を見て何度でも話してやるから、少しずつ分かっていけばいい。
Sounds good to me. Alright, I'll do that.
さて、今度は俺が質問する番だぜ。
I don't know how many I can answer, but okay. I'll answer what I can.
ホロロギウムだが、お前の
I
体に
don't know.
心臓に埋め込まれてるって話、それは本当なのか？
I really doubt she knows. I nod. Oh, never mind, she does. Okay. It's true. There's a gem embedded in my body. I start to undo my clothing to show him. Jesus!
はお前何やってんだ
Nice and forward. This is the Horologium, isn't it? He looks surprised for a moment, but Lupin's expression turns serious as he looks at my chest. Yes. Oh, good lord. Okay. I didn't think it'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna put, 20 things right here. A strange gem. It gleams on my chest like a beating heart. A glowing blue crest spreads across my chest with the gem in the center. Yeah, never mind. I thought it was gonna be like something like actually inside of her, not like, oh, here it is. It's like a tattoo. The Horologium is shaped like a flower. A beautiful blue gem embedded in the heroine's chest. Not even she knows why it is there. A large blue gem shaped like a rose spreads across my chest, piercing my skin in places. I'd imagine, since this is like a beating heart thingy, that to keep the poison from killing her, this is probably what that's for. I'd imagine. Or I could just be wrong. I have no idea what effect this stone has on my body, but I had to consider that the poison in my body has something to do with this gem. I imagine it's stopping it if your dad isn't a piece of shit, which I don't know if he isn't or not. I assume this just keeps it from killing her. I don't know anything about this. Other people don't have it, only me. What is it? I want to know too.
わかった俺の分かってることは全部話すそれはそれとして
Put your clothes back on. What's
お
that?
前はまず服を着ろ
Thank you. Why?
どうしてってそりゃお前レディのたしなみってもんだろうが
Hey. That's fine by me. Ladylike etiquette? Cringe. Lupin turns away. Etiquette. I've read about that in the mansion's books. Etiquette is of the utmost importance in how men and women interact. I see, so having my shirt off is improper. That part, I'll take that, but okay. I put my clothes back on and sit up. I meant more like the, oh, you always have to wear dresses, blah, 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 blah. That stuff is kind of weird. But yeah, you probably should have your clothes on. Is this better?
なあそれでいいまったく俺が紳士だったからよかったものの
Thank
そうじゃな
you.
かったらどうなってたことか
You're so kind. I'm sorry.
ああいや別に怒ってるわけじゃねえさ記憶もそうだが常識がねえってのも不
Yeah.
便なもんだな
I wouldn't be mad either. But Lupin inhales sharply, then turns to me with something of a puzzled expression.
さっきから疑問に思ってたんだがよお前なんで俺にこれから自分がどうなるか聞かねえんだ
I don't know if she cares. Is that something I should ask you?
そうじゃねえけどお前俺にさらわれてるんだぜ普通気にならねえこれからどうなるかとかよ
I think for a moment. It really doesn't matter.
割となんだお前変わってんな
She has a little oddball. A thief with a heart of justice is somewhat odd too.
確かにな変わってるもん同士話が合うかもしれねえなまそういうことなら話は早い俺の根城はロンドンにあるこれからそこに行くぞ
Go right to where they're looking for me. London.
そう飛行都市ロンドンだ
They'll never suspect a thing. You mentioned that before. What is Steel London?
本気で知らねえのかこれは本当に真相のお嬢様だな
Sorry, being in a mansion for 2 years really does make one sheltered. I told you I never left the mansion.
いや悪い別にバカにしたわけじゃねえよ
Kind of.
ロンドンってのは地名だな
Ill
世界
reputation.
にその悪名を轟かす蒸気の都市だぜ
City of Steam. I can't imagine such a thing.
何行けばわかるさ見たことないってんならきっと驚くだろうよ
Well, because she's probably thinking literally. Like, clouds are made of steam. Or, clouds. Buildings. I have a question.
おう、遠慮なく言ってみな。なんで
Why did you want to capture me? Are you after the Horologium
お
too?
前がアイザックの計画を知る手がかりになると踏んだからだ。
Look, I don't support anyone that's going to take advantage of her.
俺はアイザックを
That includes taking the fucking gem out of
行
her
方不明
chest.
になって早数年。死んだって見方が一般的だが、未だに歴史の舞台裏で何かろくでもないことを企んでる。
Oh, good.
俺
Is
は
he
そ
the
の手がかりを
antagonist?
掴んでてな。で、その計画を阻止するために俺は動いてるってわけだ。
I didn't think he's a dick either way, so
や
that's
つの
fine by
娘
me.
のお前なら何か知っているかもと思ったが、ちょっとばかり当てが外れたな。
Yeah, you assumed he actually cared. My father's plans.
だが、俺の勘は鋭くてな。お前はこの先間違いなくアイザックにたどり着くための鍵になるはずだ。軍の連中からかっさらう形にはなったが、俺に協力してくれ。
Sure, why not? I'm sorry, I can't do that. Wait, what?
ま、素直にうなずくとは思ってなかったけどよ。理由を聞いてもいいか？
What happens to me doesn't matter. But I don't want to let my father down by breaking the rules he set for me. Lupin looks at me questioningly. I was told to stay in that mansion and wait for father to return. I hurt people, that's why I need to be kept away from everyone. This poison, it hurts and kills anything it touches. That's why I must stay here. Stay there. That is what my father said in his note.
ずっと孤独に生きろって？はっ、そんな親の言うことなんざ聞く必要はねえよ。
Based. I agree.
それが
But-
カルディア。自分のことどうでもいいなんて言うな。お前にとってお前より大切なやつなんていねえんだ。
Wow. He's becoming a good boy. No, stop. Stop it!
それによ、お前も父親に会いたいってなら、こっちから探しに行けばいい。
I'm gonna break his door down. How would I do that?
そうだ。ロンドンにはあらゆる情報が集まる。あれほど人探しに向いてる場所はねえよ。
Yeah, you just have to go to London, I guess.
だいたいあの屋敷にいたら、今度こそ軍隊に連れてかれるぞ。
Those men, they feared me and called me a monster. Lupin is much better than those men. I haven't known him long, but I can
そ
tell.
れに、ロンドンに
He's
は
not mean.
貴族専用の高名な医者連中が
It's
山
kind
ほ
of
どいる。
nice. Whatever.
その毒とやらもなんとかなるかもしれね
I didn't expect to hear that. You think they can make it go
え。
away?
ああ、必ず何とかしてやる。約束したろ。
True.
だが、そのためにも、お前には協力してもらうぜ。これからしばら
Oh
くは
no.
俺のそばにいてもらう。
Lupin extends his hand to me. I look down at my own hand, then up into Lupin's eyes. They glitter in the sunlight. Time to save. Because you never know. If I refuse, I don't know. I'm taking his hand though. I nod hesitantly and take his hand.
よーし、これで契約は成立だ。
The first choice. I feel a strong grip through my gloves. When I see his smiling face, I feel a warmth in my chest like a wind blowing into my heart.
そうと決まれば、あとはあいつを待つだけだな。
For who?
おう、覚悟しとけよ。あいつはお前みたいな可愛い女に目がねえから。
Cute? Yes. Lupin smirks, then bows
も
deeply.
ちろんでございますとも、お嬢さん。ロンドンに着けば、あなたの美貌に 多くの男が誘惑されることでしょう。
I'm only speaking from my personal.
甘い罠にはくれぐれもご用心ください。お嬢。
Lupin's voice is both serious and formal, and I nod meekly in reply.
笑うところなんだよな。
I hear the sound of machinery from far off. Maybe those soldiers from last night have found us after all. I stiffen up. Lupin pats me lightly on the shoulder.
安心しとけ。ありゃ仲間だ。うざったさじゃ英国軍の比じゃねえけどな。
Rude. I wonder if whoever is approaching is the same person Lupin had mentioned before. I turn and see the machine draw closer, spewing black smoke and roaring. Hell yeah. I remember it from last night, a metal box on wheels, a self-propelled machine. It was called an automobile. A horseless carriage is probably the most fitting description. It's so fast. It screeches loudly and comes to a stop in front of me.
Hey, Lupin! 生きてたか?
A man covered in soot wearing goggles sits in a seat atop the
い
machine.
や、遅くなって悪いね。愛車が言うこと聞かなくってさ。って誰だその可愛い子ちゃん。
Yes.
あ、さてはお前、お宝盗むの諦めてナンパしてやがったな。俺にも紹介しろよこの野郎。
Yes.
アホ。目の前にいるその可愛い子ちゃんとやらがお宝だよ。
I'd say that too.
は？何言ってん？
The man gets up to leave his seat. Fire bursts out from the machine and a cloud of smoke surrounds us. Lupin quickly jumps in front of me to shield me with his body. When the blast subsides, I peek around at Lupin to look at the
お、
newcomer.
いけねえ。またスチームエンジンがいかれちまった。
Can we get a nicer
そ
car?
この可愛い子ちゃん、2分待ってて。今すぐ君の王子様が素敵な出会いを演出するからね。
But we've already had a first encounter. I love you, the man shouts in response for some reason, before diving underneath his vehicle.
やっぱこのパイプか。新品にしてるけど先立つもんがな。よーし、いい子だ。よーしよしよし。
A short time
はい、
later,
乗った。
the machine releases another huge puff of smoke as he taps it with his wrench.
ごめんね。この子もじゃじゃ馬ちゃんでね。でもこれでちゃんと走れるからさ。
She looks like it.
おい、インピー。これ本当にロンドンまで持つんだろうな。
At least a quarter of the way.
失礼だな。この天才技師がいけるって言ってるんだから持たないわけがねえだろう。
He stands in the smoke and looks at me. Dramatic reveal. Oh my god. Hello.
よっ、はじめまして、可愛い子ちゃん。白馬に乗った君だけの王子の登場だよ。
It's not white. He raises his goggles and smiles at me with his soot-covered face.
悪いやつじゃねえから気にすんな。見ての通り、
Epic.
ただのへっぽこ技師だ。
へっぽこはひでえな。抜群の技師にして大発明家。超絶美形な気品があふれる違いのわかるいい男。
I mean, if he says so, he says so.
そしていつか月に降り立つ男、インピー・バービケーン。現在全力で彼女募集中。よろしく。
What's the moon? Earth's only natural satellite and MP's ultimate goal. It glows white, blue, and sometimes even red. The blue moon, I guess. Literally. A self-proclaimed genius engineer, he is actually gifted, but his actions make others think otherwise. He doesn't take things too seriously and is a ladies' man. Cardia, it's nice to meet you.
うわ、なになに。よく見ると本当に可愛いじゃん。俺、ミロのヴィーナスが絵から出てきたのかと思ったよ。
ミロのヴィーナスは彫像だろうが。相変わらずいい加減なやつだな。
Hey, it works either way.
あ、俺のことはインピーって呼んだよね。カルディアちゃん。
As he's saying this, he gives me a good long stare.
よーし、君は特別だ。ご依頼があれば愛の
Christ!
を大サービスしちゃうぜ。
Calm down!
今夜君をチューンナップ。
Jesus. I'm not sure how to deal with him. Keep it in your pants. At least for 3 more times. As Impy wipes his grimy face with a rag, Lupin hits him in the face with a punch.
いって何すんだよ。
ヨタ話はここまでだ。そろそろ行くぞ。軍の連中もバカじゃねえんだ。長いは無用だ。
へいへい。相変わらず肉体言語がお好きなようで、そんなんじゃレディーにモテないぞ。
True.
安心しろ。肉体言語はお前レベルのやつ限定だ。
Rude.
ああ、そんじゃ心配しなくてもいいか。俺レベルはなかなかいないもんな。
ああ、お前レベルはなかなかいねえよ。
Impy is cheerful while Lupin sounds annoyed. It's almost as if they're having different conversations.
じゃあ、エンジンかけるぜ。
Time to blow up. It actually started? Nope, never mind. The machine roars to life and spews another cloud around us.
おお、もしかしてまた蒸気漏れ。機嫌直してエンジンちゃん。
You know, I said a quarter of the way. I don't know if we're gonna even make it that far. What can I say? There are lots of strange people in the world.